We got the owner of Twinkles on the
Twinkles the cat.
Rick, you're losing your effing mind.
Twinkles the dryer cat.
Well, it was a pretty... Hey, could Rachel hear us? Okay, could you tell Rachel we're going to be with her in about 30 seconds? Because we want to read the story. It's very, very tragic what happened to her cat. Okay, she's off the line.
Did you say... there you go.
What a crock of ass. This was in the Post today, right?
Yeah.
A tumble-dry cat survives. Twinkles the cat was in a tumble dryer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
And the cat survived.
Made it through.
And Rick wants to fly Twinkles in so we can have some kind of competition where we could see if we can get a cat in the dryer for more than 15 minutes.
Oh, come on. You can't do that. Twinkles. How did Twinkles end up in the dryer?
Twinkles is the luckiest cat in the world after being tumble-dried on high heat for 15 minutes and surviving.
High heat.
It's a miracle he made it. This cat has now used up about 8.5 of his 9 lives.
Oh!
Twinkles owner Rachel Wallace said. Wallace of Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, adopted the long-haired feline 5 years ago and quickly found he was curious about everything. She had no idea Twinkles had climbed into the clothes dryer to investigate a new hiding place. So when she remembered a load of wet clothes she'd left in the dryer from the night before, Wallace simply slammed the door and turned the heat up. I put the dryer on high and went to sweep up in the kitchen. About 15 minutes later, I heard this huge clunking noise and went to check it out, she said. It was horrifying. Wallace and her husband, Greg, brought the cat outside and poured cold water on him. Cool him off. As their 3 kids watched in distress. Then they rushed him to the vet. He was basically in shock. It wasn't really dissimilar to an auto accident, Dr. Wayne Griffin said.
Oh, he was all beat up?
Yeah, Twinkle sustained badly burned ears and fluid in his lungs.
Oh.
And, this sucks. Griffin had to amputate his badly mangled tail.
Oh, man.
He had to be fed through a syringe for 4 days, but is now on the road to recovery, the vet said. Animal experts said it was a miracle the family pet survived, considering the temperature inside the dryer reached up to 160 degrees.
Wow, that's superhuman.
I had told the kids that Twinkles was going to die, but somehow he held on and kept fighting, Wallace said. The family said Twinkles will definitely never set foot in the dryer again. He's purring once again and staying way clear of the laundry room, Wallace said. Now that his tail is only an inch long, we're thinking of calling him Stubby. Ho ho! So, Rick, what the hell do you want us to do with the owner of this cat?
That must have been some static cling on a long-haired cat. Big sock stuck to it.
All right.
Twinkle's owner.
All right, let's plunk Rachel down.
All right.
Rachel Wallace.
Hello there.
Hi, Rachel. It's the Opie and Anthony Show live in New York City. How are you?
Great. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Your story made the paper today.
Isn't that amazing?
Absolutely amazing. We're pet lovers here in New York.
We are here in Wisconsin, too.
We just want to know, how's Twinkles doing?
Well, Twinkles is doing better. You know, he doesn't look like himself. He doesn't have a tail anymore, and his ears are all burned, but he's with us. So he's hanging in there.
So they didn't give us much of the story in the paper today. Could you, just give us a little overview of what happened?
Sure. It was on April 8th. It was a Sunday afternoon, and came home from church, and we ate our Sunday dinner, and thought I'd sweep the kitchen floor, so I was doing that, and I thought, I think I'll do some laundry while I'm at it. So I quickly,
laundry, yes.
I quickly went to the laundry room, and there was some leftover kind of wrinkled towels and jeans in the dryer from the night before, so I just quickly shut the door, slammed the door, and cranked it up on high.
Oh, my goodness. And the cute little puss was in there.
Well, unbeknownst to me. So I went back to my sweeping, and I was doing a complete job. I was moving furniture in the kitchen.
So, Rachel, you were the irresponsible one?
I was.
In this
I
situation?
was the irresponsible pet owner.
Is that what
you're
you
the
would
one
say? Yeah.
Responsible
it's
for the
my
cat
fault.
no longer having a tail.
I'll take full ownership for it.
Any guilt, Rachel? Any guilt? You're laughing. It sounds like something serious.
No, I can laugh now. And I've learned that we should all of us that have pets should close the dryer door at all times.
Rachel, we are card-carrying members of the People for Ethical Treatment of Animals here. And when we heard the story, we were horrified, quite frankly.
I know.
And I don't think
Please don't turn me in.
I don't think you laughing about this is Rachel.
No, Rachel, you're talking to two big pussy lovers.
Okay.
And I don't think laughing
Why
is
is she laughing at us?
I'll stop laughing.
Why are you laughing?
I told the story about 10 times today, so you have to just excuse me. As well as the BBC. I did an interview with the BBC last night, of all things.
The English are fags.
There you go. So what happened was I was sweeping, and I kept kind of hearing this kind of, it sounded like a zipper on one of my kids' jackets or something, and I kind of ignored it. So time went on.
That was probably Twinkles' teeth.
Wah, 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 wah. And it was about, 12, 13 minutes later that the noise got so loud that I thought, what is that clunking noise? And I opened the dryer, and I was horrified. It was our cat, and the cat was...
You sound horrified with all your laughing, Rachel.
There you go. How am I doing? And I was horrified. The cat was, blood was coming out of his ears, his nose, his mouth. He was roasting. I've learned now that dryers get up to about 160 degrees.
Dare I say...
And he was gasping for air.
Hey, Rachel, I'm the host of this radio show. Dare I say you had a bloody pussy in the dryer?
Okay, I didn't say that. You did.
But it was hot.
It was hot.
It was a cat, and it was bleeding, of course.
He was gasping for air, and I ran downstairs, got my husband and our 3 children, and I came up, and my husband called the vet, and he said, "Well, cool the cat down."
Yes.
So we brought it outside and proceeded to pour cold water over it. We were pouring cold water down its throat. I mean, anything we could do.
And you felt that was good, being a veterinarian?
Let me tell you, at the moment, I was, anything went.
Rachel, I was interrupted. I'm sorry. They gave me my big cup of coffee so I could make it through this mess of a radio show. But so you brought the cat outside, and it was heated up. It was heated up, and we cooled it down. All right, you cooled the pussy.
Well, then. Stop this now. Well, then what we did is we told the kids that the cat was going to die. So, of course, we were all bawling. Of course, that my husband wasn't bawling, but we were all bawling.
And they were looking at you like the irresponsible bitch cat owner.
You did this, Mom. And,
right.
Yeah. So the vet called back and said, "I have an idea." So we rushed it in the family van to the vet, and he gave it a steroid shot, a diuretic shot, and some other kind of shot. And within about an hour, Twinkles started kind of looking like he was going to pull through, and he did.
Fascinating
He pulled through, and for the next 4 days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner fed him with a syringe, because of course he couldn't move, he couldn't walk, he couldn't move, he couldn't eat.
Did the doctor have to shave your little pussy?
Oh, stop this now!
What? I'm talking about the cat.
Now the doctor.
I'm not the one that threw him in the dryer, Rachel. You are.
All right.
I don't know what you call them in Wisconsin. We call them pussies here in New York.
Right.
Kitties here.
Kitties.
Kittens, cats.
So he didn't have to shave down the pussy?
No, he didn't.
Right.
But he gave it a shot, and he survived.
Dare we say you have...
Although his tail became hard, and it died, and we had to have it amputated.
Wait,
so if you'd like to make a donation to the Twinkles Amputation Fund, it was $220.
I think you should pay for it yourself.
Rachel, are you trying to say that something hard on your pussy had to be amputated?
Okay. Now I'm going to be silent.
I'm just asking. You said that the tail was hard.
That is correct.
It was on the pussy, and it had to be amputated, right?
That is correct.
Oh!
That's correct.
And it left you with a mangled pussy, I dare say. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now Twinkles is okay.
Well, Twinkles, his ears are burned off. One of them, I think one of them's going to make it. One of them is kind of curled up like a potato chip, and it's kind of ready to chip off any day.
Deformed and probably is going to lead a horrible life of pain.
It looks like a lynx now. It looks like a lynx because there's no tail.
So you're suggesting if people want a cat that looks like a lynx, you just throw them in the dryer?
I didn't say that.
Well, you did it. You didn't have to say it.
Hey, Fred on line 9 wants to know if the lint catcher in your dryer was full of pussy hair.
Oh, my goodness.
Good question.
No comment on that one. Although I did put a bounce sheet in it.
Oh, is that the joke you're telling now at your cat's expense?
There you go.
That's funny.
It smelled great.
Insert joke here.
Now, how many lives do you think your
I think he used up about 8.5.
8.5.
I think he used up about 8.5.
Half left.
He's got a half of life left.
Mm-hmm.
I think put him in the washer ought to take care of that.
Maybe.
Well, Rachel, you and your pussy are quite famous today in New York City.
I guess, yeah.
And it looks like you got a lovely daughter. I see.
She's great.
It looks like it's Sarah with the pre-washed pussy. It says it right there in the paper today.
Yep. How about that?
Does it say that? Sarah with the pre-washed pussy. What happened? Rachel?
Yes. I'm still here. I'm sort of afraid to start talking again.
Why? This is how we do our show.
I'm the mother of 3 children.
But
you know.
You put them in the dryer?
They're in school, so they're not hearing this.
My infant crawled into the dryer.
But you kind of hurt our feelings because this is how we do our radio show.
Oh, I'm teasing. That's okay. You guys are doing a great job.
But we're just trying to, make it in radio. And,
I know.
And we thought we'd have a little fun with you and your pussy. And,
there you go.
And now I feel like I don't know, might have said something bad. Well, this went horribly.
I think you'd feel better if you make a donation to the Twinkles Recovery Fund.
Are you insane? Are you really trying to get money for Twinkles?
No, but this did cost us quite a lot of money.
Well, you should pay for it.
I know.
Your own stupidity. Why should other people have to pay for it?
I'm happy to pay because this is our beloved family pet.
We don't pay for pussy around here.
He's worth this and more.
Rachel, why are you making money off your pussy?
I'm not making money.
What the hell? Poor cat.
Unbelievable. She's actually trying to turn a dime.
She was a hooah.
And how the hell do you make money off a mangled pussy?
Right. You're horrible. You're a horrible woman.
What kind of money do you want for that cat?
Yeah.
What kind of money? Yeah, how much are you trying to scrape up?
$220. If all of your listeners maybe send 50 cents to the Twinkles Recovery Fund, we could get this thing paid for.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have an email address, would you?
That would help. That would help because all of our listeners would rally behind little Twinkles.
Yes, they would.
I'll give it to you afterwards.
Well, this is your opportunity. We have a few listeners. It is in New York. I mean, we're in last place, but we're trying to do good radio every day.
Yeah.
There's somebody listening to this.
Yeah.
What's your email address, Rachel?
I don't know. I think I lost it.
Oh,
here it is.
You want
really
money?
Want it?
Yeah.
You know how many pet lovers we have listening to us?
Do you have some pet lovers? How can they send me money? It's through my email address.
Well, they'll write you and ask you where they could send it.
No. How about if they send it to your radio station?
Rachel, let me tell you.
You give them the address of your radio station.
Rachel, we don't have time for that. And I'll tell you why we want your email address, okay? You asked a question. We want to make sure you're safe. We're not just going to give out an address on the air,
right?
But see, if you give out the email, then people write you, and then you give them the
I'll
the
give
address.
it to you guys afterwards, and if you really want to give it out, you can give it out. But I'll give it to you guys afterwards.
All right.
I'm too scared. I'm the mother of 3.
3 little children.
3 little precious children.
3 children.
And a great husband.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds it.
So what's Twinkles doing today?
Twinkles is lounging around the house. I left this morning. I had done an interview in California. He's, the amazing thing is that his brain is 100% there.
How do you know?
Which, picture yourself tumbling in a dryer for almost 50 minutes on high heat. Would your brain be there?
You don't know.
His brain is there.
You don't know if the brain's there. You fried.
Well, he's back to his old behaviors.
You fried your pussy's brain.
He's back to his old behaviors.
I hear you were just trying to imitate a stunt that you saw on Jackass. Is that true? Because I watched that show was off the air. It's horrible.
No, I had no idea the cat had crawled in the dryer. But, I learned my lesson now. I check my dryer many times before I do any kind of laundry. I'm kind of paranoid in the laundry room now.
Hey, do you have, is your pussy fixed?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but he still pretends like he's not fixed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a he?
Yeah, it's a he.
Did it burn anything off?
No, things are still working. He's there.
Christ. That's horrible.
I know.
What a horrible story.
I know.
Well, we want to thank you for doing this interview with us.
Well, sure, no problem.
Yeah. I hope it was fun for you.
It was fun.
Okay.
What did that little pussy smell like when it came out of the dryer?
Mountain spring air.
Really?
I think that was the bounce.
Any static cling?
Hey, Rachel, we can only dream,
Oh, my gosh. We got to the vet, and the first thing the vet said is, well, did he shrink? We're all crying. And the vet says, well, did it shrink? I guess it was vet humor.
That's a funny vet.
I know.
Vet humor, yes.
Dr. Wayne Griffin.
And give that email address out one more time.
For who?
For you.
For the listeners.
Okay, hang up the phone, and then I'll give it to you.
Hang up the phone?
Hang up.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Go ahead.
All right.
WALLACRL at Chipfalls, CHIPFALLS dot, this is long now, K12.WI.US.
This is your email address?
I work at a school. I'm a counselor in a school.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Don't you guys got like cable modems and
I
stuff?
don't know.
There's something
this
called.
This is how the Wisconsin school system email thing works.
There's something called AOL. Look into it.
I know. I should consider that. I can't afford it because I'm too busy paying this bill.
Oh, she's trying to get the cash. Well, the way you get it, give that address out one more time.
Okay, WALLACRL at ChipFalls, ChipFalls.K12.wi.us.
Did you have to explain to your students about the tragedy of your little pussy?
Well, I'm a drug counselor.
Oh, you are?
I am.
What grade do you teach?
Well, I'm like a counselor in a high school. I work with freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
Hey, what kind of drugs are the high school kids doing these days?
Oh,
we're a little out of touch.
Are you?
They're doing the E?
They are.
They like the E, right?
A lot of alcohol, a lot of pot, and then all those other drugs,
You know what a good buzz is?
No.
You hop in a dryer for 15 minutes.
I've heard that.
You will be spinning.
I'm thinking you were on the E to allow your cat to get trapped in a dryer.
I'm clean.
For how long?
Oh, I've never been chemically dependent. But I actually am a teetotaler, not had any kind of drug, even including alcohol, for about 18 years. I'm sober.
What was the last drug you did?
Margarita.
That's not a drug.
Well, technically, alcohol's a drug.
You're a lightweight.
Well, no.
Try some AK-47.
Do you really want to open up that can of worms with me?
Yeah.
Do you? Well, there are more people with alcohol problems in the United States than any other drug combined.
Hey, you can go F yourself.
Don't you agree?
No.
Most kids start out with cigarettes, and they go to alcohol, then pot, and other drugs. So it kind of starts out that way.
Well, we got to thin the herd, though.
Well,
And coming from a woman that put her cat in the dryer, I'll take that advice.
I know. I've been waiting for this.
Stone sober.
I know. I'm sober.
All right.
I did it with a sober mind.
Okay, Rachel Wallace.
Alrighty.
I'm sure our listeners will send you plenty of cash.
You get nothing. You lose.
You guys have a great day.
And we're glad your pussy's doing well.
Yeah. I am too.
Okay.
Bye. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
There she goes. Rachel Wallace.
Owner of Twinkles, the miracle cat. Jesus,
the miracle pussy.
She must have been
all right.
That
rocked.
Yeah, good.
Good interview.
See, that's a good interview right there.
Nice.
Where's the new chick?
They better not have dumped out of that. I was talking about a cat the whole damn time.
Of course. Why would they dump?
We'd be irresponsible if we took any of the phone calls on the phone screen right now.
Right.
No one has pet roosters. All right, well, let's take a break. We'll be back.